If you love God, love people, and love real estate, you are in the right place. And I'm Derrick Forston, and I'm your new big brother. And again, Shay and I will teach people how to start their own independent living facility. So welcome to our live broadcast. Don't wait to be great. And like I said, I'm Derrick Forston.
I'm Shay Forston, and we're excited to have you tonight, right? Welcome. Again, Derrick said it. I can't say it any better. If you haven't been joining us and this is your first time, welcome to the family. Thank you for spending your time here with us. We're all about teaching, training, educating you on the ILF, which is the Independent Living Facility model, which we are the trademark owners of. So get the information firsthand from the people that went the full mile, or further than a mile, to trademark independent living facilities. The education, the platform of education and training is done here at Forston Consultants with Derrick and myself. I teach you how to do it from a nonprofit 501c3 model. Derek's more into the for-profit model, and that's how we teach and train people. So you can choose either one. So Derrick, tonight's topic, let's get into it. We've got so much to talk about.
So we're super excited about that. So again, if you love God, if you love people, and if you love real estate, you're in the right place, because we show you guys how to take a regular residential property and take people from homeless to hopeful. But tonight's title seems like my team recognized that I never really touched on it Saturday. I was supposed to tell y'all what was one of my biggest pet peeves in business on Saturday.
Yep.
For some reason, we got kind of going and it didn't happen. But guess what? Y'all gonna find out tonight. Because I'll be honest, I don't have a lot of content tonight. So I want to talk about what's my pet peeve. And then I want to answer some questions.
Honestly, for those of you that are new to us, that are in our Facebook group, you hear me talking, you don't see me, you just see Derrick. But for those of you in our Facebook group that are joining us for the first time, also put in the chat where you're located and where you're coming in from. And for those of you that are here on the YouTube live that are very brand new to us, this is your first time in our platform or on our platform. Let us know so that we can give you a brief overview of what the ILF is, how we got started, and why is it so important for you to make this jump into doing or starting an independent living facility? So that's where we'll start tonight. And then we are definitely going to go into your pet peeve.
Yes.
But I do want to introduce everybody to something, Derrick, if
Absolutely.
you don't mind.
Yeah, take your time. I'm in no rush.
My days are so messed up, guys, because we've worked all weekend. We introduced our new YouTube channel. And so many people moved at the speed of instruction and joined that YouTube channel. And it is married to the mission, and not the number two, it's actually married to the mission, or Forston's Unfiltered, Forston's Unfiltered. It's behind the scenes. So Derrick pulled me into this one. It wasn't something that I was, fully wanting to do, because now it's a camera in our face all day, pretty much every day, to just really give you unfiltered access to who we really are, right? You trust us to be your coaches. You see us in that professional light. We want you to get a better look and get to really see who we are, get to know us outside of Forston Consultants. We want you to meet Shay and Derrick, like the goof troop. I'm gonna be honest. We are the most goofiest people you'll ever meet in your life. We joke around a lot here on the platform, but that is us in real life. And again, we just want to give you that access so that you know who they say the Bible tells us to know those who labor among you.
Yeah.
Why not let you in to see who we are? You're going to see that I'm bossy. And you're going to see that Derrick is just a mess. There's no words to put to you. You're very interesting, to say the least.
So right now, if 25 of y'all can go and just subscribe to our new YouTube channel, like Shay said, it's behind the scenes.
Our first video,
and it's titled Married to the Mission, the Forston's Unfiltered. So we would love.
They don't have to put the.
Okay, got it. So Married to the Mission, Forston's Unfiltered. So 25 of y'all go and subscribe to that. And we already got 2 videos up. So it kind of, again, gives you guys the background and the backstage stuff that we do that's usually never caught on camera. But nevertheless, if you're new to us, I also want to know that. If you say, Derrick, I'm pretty new to you, bro. Like, I've never really joined y'all channel.
Nice.
Because I want to make sure that I give. And just really quickly, right, I'll jump into it.
Go for it, dude.
If you're new to us, let me explain who we are and what we do, And more importantly, how can you be involved in it? And if you're on any forum right now to where you can only hear me, come to YouTube at Forston Consultants. That's Forston. And let me know that you came from whatever forum, ILF Academy, Instagram, Facebook. But come to the YouTube because I also want to show you guys some pictures of where all of this came from. So really quickly, ladies and gentlemen, my name again is just Derrick Forston. And many years ago, I used to be a social worker begging God to get into something just like this. And just like most of y'all wanted to get into real estate. Y'all wanted to help people. But most people didn't want to teach y'all how to do this. Most people didn't want to show you how to do it. And guys, I'm in that same boat. I'm really no different from most of y'all.
Yeah.
I love God. I love people. And I love real estate. I'm no pastor. I'm no priest. And I'm no bishop. So I like to put that up front because most people, when they hear us speak, like, man, that guy must be a preacher. No, I'm not. I just happen to love God. He's crazy about me and Shay. And me and Shay have found out that if you get into real estate and if you help people generally and you do God's will, that can change your whole life. So you guys are talking to somebody that was making $28,000 a year. So here was a social worker, me, like y'all begging God to change my life. I'm a part of all these committees. I'm a part of all of this stuff, but that don't mean nothing of where we're going. Because my story is this picture right here is what y'all saw. Excuse me, what I saw as I was begging to get into this. And I'm going to use the phrase God messed around and showed me a lady, y'all, that was living my dream. And she was housing people in these conditions. Now, some of y'all can't even fathom living in this. Neither could I. So again, the whole thing me and Shay talk about all the time is like the idea to implementation. Because a lot of y'all want to do this. You got the idea. You just have no clue where to start.
Right.
And I'm making a 4-hour story in about 6 minutes. And that's why I'm going fast. So an ILF is just simply an independent living facility, an environment where adults, not teenagers, not kids, not a whole complete family, not the boyfriend and the boo thing, but the single individual, male or female, that is completely independent, that can live and thrive without the need for staff and or medical oversight. And thank God for my wife, who was led by the Holy Spirit, said, Derrick, we should trademark this thing. You seem to be up to something. This thing gonna get big, Derrick. Lucky for me, I listen. And today we go all over the world showing people how to do this the right way. But the devil is a liar that we're going to house people in roaches and rats and filth and burnt up kitchens and then be praying that God bless our life.
Yeah.
So one more time, I'm no different from y'all. I want to get into real estate and I want to help people. These pictures y'all see on screen, God showed me this lady that was making 41 grand a month, housing people in these conditions. You see the beds on the floor? You see the burnt up kitchen? Look at these beds on cinder blocks. My new people, if you can see this, say, bro, like, wow, CXBIS, let me know if you can see these pictures. Look at the beds on the ground. Can you imagine making 41 grand a month, mistreating people? I hope you can't. But I hope you can imagine making 41 grand a month, changing the lives of people.
That's the important part.
So really quickly, because I could take 4 hours here and I'm almost done already. Shay should be real proud of me because I spent a lot of time here. But y'all get it. Y'all smart people. The devil is a liar that we gonna house people in these kind of conditions and pray that he bless our socks off. And why would you do this making 41 grand a month?
I don't know.
So to make a long story short, and I'm done already. When God allowed me one day, y'all, this about 9 years ago, I took a Saturday and I snuck to all of the ILFs, or I'm gonna call them, group homes or housing programs. Nobody invited me. Nobody wanted to teach me. But if I did it, y'all wouldn't be here today.
It was rough. That was interesting to see you go through the 2 years of navigating this space without counsel, right? Without consulting or without information. It was a lot. You lost a lot of weight.
Yeah. I lost 60 pounds, y'all, trying to figure this thing out. Couldn't eat, couldn't sleep until I got it because nobody wanted to teach it to me.
It was interesting to watch him navigate the space and even try to acquire like the properties and you know, connect with, he was a social worker. So that part wasn't so difficult. The connecting was easy for you, but ultimately just getting out there and really showing people that you knew what you were doing and that you can do it better than what was being provided out there already.
Because once I saw the 41 grand, because that lady took her phone out, y'all, she says, Derrick, I'll never teach you how to do this. But she says, look what I made doing it. She went boop, 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 boop.
You got to be thankful.
And she showed me that Chase Bank app, and I'll never forget it, y'all. It was a Chase Bank app. And she said, Derrick, look at what I made doing this. And y'all, I don't know if that was her just bragging, being boastful.
I'm going to be funny.
But she was honest. She said, Derrick, I ain't going to teach you, but let me show you what I make doing it. And y'all, every month, no number went lower than $41,000 a month. And housing people in conditions of what y'all see on this screen. That's what blew my mind.
So,
show you what happened? Because
she showed you a Chase Bank app. Was that the reason why your first bank was Chase?
No. Actually, I took a course that led me there, but no, that's actually funny.
I'm being messy.
That's meant for our other channel. Stop that. So no, guys, what y'all just heard her say, true fact. My first business bank account was Chase.
And that's why
had nothing to do with that, but that was crazy, right?
I'm being messy.
But anyway, can y'all see this screen though? So as I wrap this story up, this is where this whole thing came from, y'all. I'm no genius. I barely finished high school. Shay tricked me to go to college, and through the grace of God, I finished that. And God gave me a job as a social worker / discharge planner, to where he put me in front of my dream. Have God ever put y'all in front of something that you've been like wanting your whole life, and you saw somebody doing it the wrong way? I hope today be the day you say, wow, man, Derrick and Shay doing what I want to do. They're doing it the right way. Yeah. They're God-filled people. They treat people with dignity and respect, because that's what this is all about. These ain't my people. Right. These God's people. And one day, my brother used to always say this, one day we're going to be held accountable for how we treated them. And how can you tell God, I prayed for you to give me a bunch of money, and I know I was making 41 grand a month, and God, I was housing people in roaches and rats. How you going to stand before God and say that? And you prayed to make this income. Y'all just heard me say I was making 28 grand a year. And that woman said, Derrick, I'll never teach you this, boy.
Like I said.
She said, but let me show you what I make doing it.
She was very honest.
God, thank you for that lady. Because in the beginning, I'll admit, I was upset. I was mad. I was angry. But once I found out, I said, you know what? I don't need to learn it this way. Right. Not that my heart would probably let me do this, but I said, after the fact, God, I don't want to put people beds on the ground with no bed rails. I don't want to put people beds on cinder blocks. Can y'all see these cinder blocks? And that's where it came from. So I'm done with this story. Yeah. So very simple. I'm done. I'm going to give it to Shay, because Shay does what I do from a nonprofit standpoint. So if you love God, love people, and love real estate, this is it. And we live by this mantra, and I'm done. We want to please God. We want to help people. We want to be respected by the community, and I want to make enough money to feed my family. And if you say, Derrick, that's pretty cool, bro. You said work for God, mean please God, help people, mankind, be respected by my community while I'm doing it. Guys, I was a nobody 9 years ago. Today, I'm somebody. Anyway, 9 years ago, guys, nobody knew me. Today, and watch this, not because I'm so great. Right. It's because of this housing program that changes lives in my city. Does that make sense?
There's 7.
Not because Derrick and Shay are so great. Because if you know me, one of my favorite prayers is God, I decrease so that you can increase inside of me.
Yeah.
God, I take no credit. In the beginning, I said, God, if you let me get in this and it changed my life, I'll go all over the world sharing it, and I'll never take any credit. So as Shay take over, because I'm done, tell them who you are, what you do from your standpoint, and go any direction you want, and we can answer questions. And I'm going directly into the pet peeve.
You did not just come here to listen to us spew and talk about our experience. What is it that you would like to know? This is why we do this forum. This is your opportunity to just pick our brains, right? But I do this like Derrick said.
You just joined us. I just showed y'all the wrong way. It was the right way. So if you just joined us, guys, this is how it should look. Yeah. Shay, you can still go. I just want to show my pictures, and I want to answer questions.
So absolutely. So nonprofit 501c3, I don't do anything different in regards to how I run my homes. As a nonprofit, I follow the exact same processes and procedures. You taught me. I had I knew nothing about this. I followed the leader. And like I said on Saturday, this was probably the greatest teaching on submission. And I'm going to say it again because I want people that weren't here on Saturday to understand what I meant by that. Is because I had to follow your lead no matter what. I couldn't go off and do this my own way. And I think that helped me to learn how to submit better. Sometimes you have to be put in a situation as a wife in order to be more submissive. And that is not a bad word.
Okay.
Because you led in this space. And I was able to follow because you led well. You led with authority. You were quick to correct. You were slow to anger. You were very intentional. Did I say that right? Yeah. When it came to training me, not just as your wife, but you considered me like a coaching client.
Yeah.
Like we never blurred those lines. You helped me navigate the space just like you do any of your other clients. And I appreciate that. And that actually showed me the lead up.
Thank you, Shay. Shay, you're welcome. Thank you, honey. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
She's so nice. Wow.
It showed me a different leadership style of you.
Don't make me blush on camera, Shay.
No,
you got me over here. A dog as I am, I'm gonna be over here turning pink, y'all.
I'm being honest because
Neonta, she trying to make me blush on camera, Neonta. That's what she trying to do.
Neonta, you have an affiliate link. Check your affiliate portal. And Neonta said, how do I share the information? You've actually got an affiliate link. So anytime we do an event, we make sure that any affiliate has the actual affiliate link. So if you go into portal.forstonconsultants.com, log in with your credentials like you're logging into the course material, and you'll see it's like a box of dots, I call it, if you're going from your phone, and you'll see it says affiliates, and you'll see all of your links, and there is a link for you. Anyway, so that was being a nonprofit. There's no difference. I literally just implemented everything that Derrick taught me. The other thing I'm able to do though is grants. I obtain grants. Big shout out to Walmart. Like Walmart this is probably my first year getting so many grants from Walmart. Like I've never received so many grants. Like every time I turn around, Walmart's saying yes. And there's like, my VA does the grants. So he just literally tells me, ma'am, this is the project we're working on. We're still funding for this project and it's Thanksgiving and we're seeing the income come in. So again, I can do things with grants. I can do like Thanksgiving meals. I can do my ladies spa day. Walmart sponsored that this year. First Horizons Bank, I got 7 grants from them a year to do other initiatives. So that's the benefit of having the 501c3 is because I can fundraise, I can solicit, I can do different things that other people can't do. Mm-hmm. So like prime example, I can do secret auctions, secret auctions, whatever they want to call it, quiet auctions, those things. But like prime example, there's a restaurant that uses my 501c3 and the funds that they raise, I get 20% of whatever they raise at their auctions. Because in order to do that as a for-profit, you literally have to get some type of approval and certificate to do that. Okay. But if you're partnering with a nonprofit, you don't have to. Because now you leverage the nonprofits, their 501c3, their tax exemption to be able to do that. So in more detail, and we'll talk a little bit more about the benefits, the pros, the cons, how you can navigate the space, how you can take the housing portion of it and use it to benefit you in when it comes to grants and grant funding. That is a true a springboard for a nonprofit is to have consistent income or regular flowing funds, and to see that I implement the housing as that thing for me. So we'll talk more about that.
What will you launch, a nonprofit or for-profit? What will you launch, a nonprofit or for-profit? Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank y'all so much for being part of the live broadcast. Don't wait to be great. And we are answering questions. So there's a question.
Derrick and Shay, let's go.
There's a question in chat from Shayna that says, I think I answered it already, but I'm going to just read it out loud so everybody can hear it. Do I need a business bank account to run this business? Yes. Because where will your money go if you don't?
Absolutely.
Right? So years ago, they teased me and called me hustle man. This is not a side hustle. This is not a hustle. This is a real business. So we want you guys to have a real business bank account. So step number 1 under our coaching is to turn yourself into a business. So if your name is Shayna Bell, what about Bell Solutions, Bell Enterprise, Bell Initiative? And that's what we would name it. Step number 1. Step number 2, let's get some insurance. Dummy me didn't get no insurance and led to a $40,000 lawsuit and the Channel 8 news. So all the mistakes that I made, I don't allow y'all to make those. Next step is to get that business banking account. Because again, when you start taking payments via Stripe or your payment processor, because remember, guys, if you come through our coaching, we give y'all the software system.
Yeah.
Digital Flow Solutions is your build up for your website, your CRM system, your business phone line. Guys, we give y'all that stuff. So when you get Stripe, which we recommend, and you hook it up to Digital Flow Solutions, which is your website, that's how we take your payments. So when my guys get paid on the 1st and the 3rd, Miss Shayna, that money comes out automatically right into my bank account, which is a business bank account.
Correct.
Does that make sense, everybody?
Just I want to add to that.
Say yes if that makes sense. If it don't, we'll linger.
Right.
But if you don't, put no and we'll linger here.
I know a lot of people always talk about funding. They want to know more. Oh, I want business funding. I want to be able to get funding. I want to be able to get funding. One of the basic ways to getting some type of financial, funds for your business is if you've got great, good credit. Doesn't have to be great. It just needs to be good. You can become when you go to sign up for your business bank account and your credit is great or good, you walk out with a business credit card. Fun thing about business credit cards is you get a lot of points in the what is it called, Derrick? That first 3 to 6 months. They have a lot of programs. Like if you spend a couple of $1,000s, you may get back what you spent. So it's a lot of things that you can do to help leverage and utilize those funds for your business. The other thing I want to add to that is when you are using stuff like payment processes, a lot of people they always talk about, oh my God, credit card charges, the fees. Well, Stripe is one of those payment processors that will allow you to, there's a section I saw today, and I didn't realize it until today, Derrick, that they will allow you to add the fee to the client. So you no longer have to put whatever fee you want to make up. You can hand off the fee that Stripe is going to charge them to the client. And it's called the processing fee. So you can transition that processing fee. Another benefit of using a payment processor and having a business bank account is because as you are processing processing transactions, as you are doing what they call transactional business, they don't really care what's in your bank account. They want to see how frequently money is coming into that account and going back out. That is the plus of business banking. Business banking is not like your personal bank where, you're penalized for too many transactions or this, that, and the other. Business bank accounts, they don't really care about the balance. They want to see movement. So transactions is the benefit for you as a business owner. It makes you look more lucrative. You're not just, $5,000 this month that sits there for 6 months. They don't want to see that. They want to see that the money is flowing. Money should be fluid as a business, as an entrepreneur. Your money should always be moving and coming back. So it should be flowing like a stream, right? And also with that being said, when you use a payment processor like Stripe, you see Stripe, Square, they all do it, but we like Stripe a lot better because of the safety protocol, some of the things they have in place. All of the things they have in place that benefit the customer as well as you, their client. They make sure that your money's safe. They have a lot of, chargeback protection, not callback, chargeback protection. And they're not so quick to say, oh, well, this person did a chargeback, we're taking the money, forget you. They give you a full process to go through to help to stand up for yourself. And you'll get your money back if they find you, appropriate. If you've submitted the appropriate, evidence, they'll go ahead and hand back the money. Another thing is they offer a lot of loans. So as they see transactions, prime example, we did some modification in Digital Flow Solutions and created a whole different process for marketing, and it's very transactional. So Digital Flow Solutions is more fluid in finances right now than VA 101, and other businesses that we have because of the number of transactions that go through that thing daily and weekly. So guess what happens on a weekly basis? Every Sunday between the hours of 4 and 7, and I say this all the time, I get an email from Stripe saying, hey, we got some money to lend you. You want it? And every week it goes up higher and higher and higher. The benefit of that, Derrick, is that Stripe is not a net 30, meaning that you have to pay it back. Your payment is due every 30 days. It's actually a net 60.
Yep.
So your payment is due every 60 days. Because we make so many transactions, instead of paying Stripe, paying that bill directly, Stripe pulls a percentage of those other transactions out of my transactions. So let's say for $1,000, they're going to take 20% or 10%. That's going directly back to my bill. So you're not only getting a lump sum of money, it can be like, I think right now they're offering me up to $45,000. I just don't need it. So I'm not going to take it. I'm going to see, I might take it by the end of the year and just leave it in the account, right? And just let them pull it back. So that when they pay it out, guess what happens the next time? It just gets larger as long as my transactions are consistent. So those are the reasons why you want to make sure you are an established business, that you have articles of incorporation, that you have an EIN. They're free at irs.gov. Don't let nobody charge you for an EIN, an employer identification number. That is your business's social security number, pretty much. And make sure that you, again, have a website, just the basic things, because that is going to help you to stand against the rest.
Anyway, now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ever ask or think, according to God's power that worketh in us. You guys be great, and we'll see y'all next time.